It's time you work in silence. It's time you stop announcing to the world, announcing to all your friends, your family, exactly what you're doing, what's going on, and just saying your whole entire plans and what you set out to be. Like, it's this thing to where it feels like everyone in the world, they need to announce that, oh, I'm finally gonna start working. I'm gonna be working at a gym every single day, or I mean, well, not every single day, but like 5 days a week. Oh, I'm finally gonna, start this business and all that. And it's good to a certain extent, but you need to stop announcing everything that you're doing, and you need to just lock your head in and work quietly. There's something so powerful, but when you have your goals and you have your mind set and you're so focused and locked in, but you don't announce it to the world, you're just in your own zone to where you're focusing. It doesn't mean you cut off everyone, but it means you're able to just work quietly. You don't have to explain to everyone. You don't have to feel like, oh, every single thing you need to explain. Because chances are, if you go and say so to someone, oh, I'm gonna work at a gym 5 days a week, they might give a response like, oh, that's amazing, that's great. So you're getting that validation before you even start working out, before you did any effort, before you put in anything, which might not always be the best. Sometimes it can be beneficial, but then sometimes it's like a short little motivation, and then if you don't get that validation continuously, then you stop working towards it. This is a idea that came from a video I watched from Better Ideas, and he brought it up, and I thought that was an amazing point. That really, like, people, when they seek this validation from others, then they're working for validation and not actually towards that goal, towards getting better, to improving themselves, to becoming the person that they want to become. And then the next thing is, if they ever respond with something negative, or in my, not even just negative, if they're just like, oh, okay, whatever. Because so many people do that. Our parents do that, family members, friends. And when they have that response, it might be discouraging, or it could be on the other end. You can work in spite of them just to prove them wrong. You have this sense, oh, I need to prove them wrong. I need to do this. And just to be able to prove that I can do it, it doesn't matter what they say. And it's like the short-term motivation. So both ways are just short-term motivation that's based on feelings rather than your own choice, your own self. Right? It's based on other people's reactions rather than what you truly want for yourself. Which, if you have any sort of long-term goal, you seek any form of long-term success, that's not gonna really get you that far. Like, think about it. You really think that if you're gonna always seek outside validation, that you're gonna be able to continue? No, because chances are you're gonna do something in life and there's gonna be no one that's gonna be supporting you, or it's gonna seem like illogical. It's not gonna seem smart. It's not gonna seem wise. You're probably gonna seem crazy, and people are gonna be like, why would I support that? Or they might, even your own loved ones, they might like stop you from, I guess, well, or try and discourage you from seeking out that idea or vision or goal that you have, out of trying to protect you or thinking it's the best for you. So that's why you have to work in silence. Learn to just set up things in silence. You don't have to announce every single thing. You can just document things for yourself to look back on. But then once you reach a success, then you can just be announced, and then they just see the success. They see the results, and that's how often we think things are overnight successes. We think all these famous people, we think all these people with massive businesses, these people that have massive YouTube channels, massive social media followings, all these different things, all these things that we want and crave, the people we crave to be like. And we're like, these are overnight successes. But in reality, they're not. They're not at all. They just put their head down and worked in silence. They don't have to explain everything to everyone. That's a part of it, because there's just something so powerful. I don't know. I don't know. There's like, it's so weird. Like, if you ever notice, like, when people just work silently, there's always that like one silent person, and then like they have like these amazing grades, or they do these amazing things, and you're like, wait, what? I didn't even know that. And I think it's just like a law of how things go on in this world. Like, working in silence is so powerful, because it forces you to be focused and determined on what exactly is the goal, what exactly is the vision, what exactly is the plan, and it's not relying on any other outside influences. So here's the steps to what you're gonna do to be able to work in silence. First, you're gonna go create a clear set goal. Create clear set goals. I want you to make goals for 12 weeks. 12 weeks. At the end of every 12 week, you're going to have a goal, whether that be like, something personal with your relationships, with business, with finance, whatever it may be. I want you to set goals that you have and you have a due date for 12 weeks, right? That's your year. That's your time spent that you have to do it. Then I want you to divide it into at the end of each month, because 12 weeks is 3 months. So each month you have a goal that you're supposed to accomplish that helps you achieve that larger goal at the end of the 12 weeks. Then each week during that month, I want you to have a goal that you're supposed to accomplish. And then even further, I want every single day, I want you to have a habit or a goal that you're supposed to complete, something you're supposed to achieve that helps you know that, hey, I'm moving forward. And that's the first step. That's the very first step. You create a clear-cut vision of what exactly you're supposed to do, what exactly is needed to achieve what you want. Because you keep thinking that, oh, you're going to work in silence and it's going to be for this whole entire year thing. No, I can tell you, it's something powerful can happen within 6 months. 6 months. And I'm going to show you in my own life, something powerful will happen within 6 months without anyone noticing. Without anyone noticing. You feel like you're just undercover, like flying under the radar. And then soon enough, like at the end of the 6 months, it's powerful. Something amazing happens. That's all it takes. You don't require a year. I don't believe it takes a whole year for these things to work. If you really lock in and you really focus, you can do a lot in 6 months. A lot, a lot, a lot. And it might not be everything perfect, because of course you're going to learn and you're going to make mistakes. And inevitable things happen. Maybe the goal might not be fulfilled to the fullest at each part, but that's a part of learning process. That's why you give yourself 12 weeks. So you have time to go after that 12 weeks is over. You have another 12 weeks, because guess what? You have 4 12-week spans within a year. So that gives you 4 opportunities to really refine, to go and just twist and evolve these different goals, the objectives, the systems that you have in place to be able to work in silence and just to be able to excel. I'm telling you, that's how you have to operate. And you just got to take action, start taking action. Like with me, it's recording every single day on this channel, on this little secret channel. And I know it's giving value to people. And even though it is giving value to people, which is the goal, it also helps me know what are people actually interested in for, like, videos that are on my main channel, which is where I get more cinematic and use that expertise. And then it also helps me get better at speaking it, so I can just speak to the camera. I'm getting these skills better. But that's all a part of the goal. That's a part of my larger plan for what I'm doing this 12 weeks. And I'm telling you, by the end of the year, you're gonna see it's different. Things are gonna change. And you just have to command that into your life. You really have to want it so bad. There's a difference between, you want something and then you want it. Like I don't know, there's just just a mindset shift and change to a point to where like you kind of just like everything just changes, like this whole entire spark within you, and everything else, it just becomes like it fades more into the background, and you just have this really, like, you have these goals that you need to accomplish and achieve. And to other people it might not always look like, oh, it's like, it might not even look like you're as interested in that goal, but like secretly you're working under the radar. That's what you have to do. Stop seeking validation from others and work under the radar. Work in silence. Achieve those goals. I'm telling you, that's what'll happen when you just lock in. So that's the whole point. Work in silence. Work in secret. Work under the radar. That's how you're going to achieve it. Go on and achieve your goals.